I mentioned that hugely important UEFA Champions League game coming up in midweek. They're playing Norwegian side Vålerenga. Bayern are currently 6th in the table on 10 points, but only 3 points behind leaders Barcelona. Nothing but a win will do to see them through to the quarter-finals, but they've got domestic duties to take care of first, and no doubt they'll get straight down to business here in Munich. It's a very overcast day in Bavaria. Lots of mist has been sitting around the mountains, making travel difficult today. I have to say, there's a very healthy Hamburg contingent in today. If they've made the trip from Hamburg to Munich, it's just under 800 kilometers, which if you're driving, takes up to about 8 hours. So fair play for the Hamburg fans who have made that trip today. So it's Hamburg to kick off. And they go on the offensive immediately. That one's cleared. Nicely controlled. Here's Tanikawa. Here's an excellent move already for Bayern Munich, with just a few seconds on the clock, and that one's given offside. But you can see their intentions quite clearly already. Dahlmann back in the side today. She's going to play just behind Pernille Harder. Harder with 6 goals to her name already this season, and 3 assists. So already Hamburg getting a taste of what Bayern's intentions will be this afternoon. Cleared by Schultz. He's taken care of by Eriksson, and then Pedersen. Back to goalkeeper Mahmutovic. She clears it long. Here's Bushell. Fully expect Bayern to take full control of this game early on and dominate possession. Easily cleaned up by Schultz, who gets another early touch of the ball. She'll be happy to get a feel for the ball so early in the game, having come into the side today for Larissa Hedner, who's missing from the squad completely. Here's Eriksson. Here's Bull. That was made its way through to Harder, but she was unfortunate, couldn't quite control the ball. And the referee gives a foul to Hamburg just inside their own half. No, she's waved play on. Looked like a foul from here. Here's Eriksson. Coming left. To Bull. She comes in field. To Simon. Hamburg defend that. And that goes out for a throw into Bayern Munich. Deep into Hamburg's half, down the left-hand side. And that one's put out of play for a Hamburg throw. Lisa Branco, the 44-year-old Brazilian, she only joined the club this past summer from Austrian side St. Pölten. This is her first head coach's role in Germany. She's been hugely successful in Austria, though, with St. Pölten. She won 7 consecutive Austrian Bundesliga titles and 7 Women's Cup titles as well. A UEFA Pro licence holder, lots of experience. And she'll need to call upon all of that experience today to help her team get through this one. Here's Stanway. Back in this side today after missing that game against Atletico Madrid. That's a good ball into the box, but that'll easily be cleared up by Schultz. It's her 5th start of the season, Inga Schultz. During that time, she's conceded 12 goals, only kept 1 clean sheet, the 28-year-old. Here's an opportunity for Hamburg to break. But Pedersen takes care of that. Stanway offering herself, but that one's been stolen by Bushell. Oh, that's really well played. Excellent feet. Here's Stanway with an opportunity to get at Hamburg. It's an excellent ball outfield to Bull. She comes inside. Here's Hardman. You can see her intentions there, but very well defended by Hamburg. That'll be a foul. And Bruntala. Eriksson with a foul. So Hamburg over the free kick, just inside Bayern's half. Just coming up to 5 minutes played, still 0-0 here in the Bayern campus. She goes long. That's flicked on, but no runners in behind the centre forward. Here's Stanway. That's a really good ball out to Bushell. She'll get a second chance at this. She's going to take on her immediate opponent, looking for the cross. Plenty of options inside the box, but Bushell is able to clear. Not clear very far though. Here's Stanway again. Bayern Munich back on the attack, and Stanway draws the foul. Lotavreda, 17-year-old midfielder, drawing the foul. It's nicely played by Munich. Right on the right-hand side, Georgia Stanway looking for it. And they come back to Eriksson. Here's Stanway. But again, that one's broken up. And that'll go out for a throw into the home side, just inside their own half. Simon over it, looking for runners. And Bull does well, and she comes all the way back to Mahmutovic. So Bayern Munich will start again, deep inside their own half. Plenty of room here for Hardman to, Dalman, I beg your pardon, to play the ball forward to Gvin, who missed a penalty against Atletico Madrid in midweek, to get Bayern back into the game. She didn't just miss it, she sent it into the centre of Madrid. Cleared it way over the bar. She'll be looking to make up for that disappointment today. Very accomplished defender. Here's Stanway. That's good stuff from Munich. Looking for the runners, and it's Tanikawa with an excellent effort and an absolutely superb stop from Lisa Schultz. Excellent effort from the Japanese international. Momoko Tanikawa, 20-year-old. 5 goals and 1 assist so far for Bayern this season. But Inga Schultz will be delighted to have made a very important early save. That'll do her confidence the world of good. It's a bit messy down the left-hand side, and eventually the ball is broken clear, and Munich are able to launch another counter-attack. Here is Tanikawa. It's a good ball forward. There's Dalman with a good ball in field, and again Hamburg are able to take care of that and clear. Stanway. Bull seeing plenty of the ball. That's a very good pass. It's a really good idea to try and play in Simon, but there's just a little bit too much on it, and Schultz able to collect. Very positive start from Bayern Munich here, as you would fully expect the league leaguers to do. Seeing plenty of the ball so far. Here's Mamutovic. Here's Gvin. Here's Stanway. That's well taken care of by Hamburg. And they look to break down the left-hand side, and they do just that. Excellent close control, looking for the runners, but she's played too much there, and that'll easily be taken care of by Munich, as it is. And they'll be able to start again from right back. Here's Caruso to Stanway. Caruso gets it back. Here's Gvin. Dahlmann comes back to Gvin. Stanway offering herself in midfield. She comes left to Eriksson. Eriksson with room to get forward if she wants to. She decides to come out to Bull. She goes past her immediate opponent into the 18-yard box. Plays a 1-2 with Tanikawa. She gets it back. And again, Inga Schultz with a magnificent save, low down to her left-hand side. Excellent play between the two dangerous centre-forwards for Bayern Munich, Tanikawa and Bull. And again, an excellent save by Inga Schultz, keeping her side in the game with 10 minutes gone. So Inga Schultz with another good save and goes out for a corner kick to Bayern Munich. And Clara Bull is over this one. It's an in-swinger towards the front post, but Schultz is able to collect. Looking for the counter-attack. She plays it forward, but she's played it to absolutely nobody in the blue shirts. And Bayern Munich are able to reset and start again. Here's Simon. She switches play, but that was asking an awful lot of Gvin, and that's gone straight out of play for a throw into Hamburg. Just inside their own half. Hirsch is over it. Hamburg making tracks here, but that's badly controlled by Hillebrand, and Bayern Munich are able to nick it. Oh, Georgie Stanway just about got herself out of trouble there. She did really well with a poor first touch, but her second touch she's able to set Bayern Munich on their way. Here's Dahlmann making tracks into Hamburg's half now. Here's Stanway again. Here's Dahlmann on the right-hand side, hogging the right touch line. She comes back to Gvin. She plays it infield to Caruso. Here's Dahlmann again, over on the right-hand side. She comes infield to Harder. Here's Eriksson. Clara Bull seeing plenty of the ball in the opening 12 minutes. Exchanging passes with Eriksson. And that's well defended by Buller, and that will go out for a Bayern Munich throw-in halfway through Hamburg's half. Eriksson comes out to Pedersen. She gets it back. Here's Stanway. Hugely experienced England international, 26 years old. 10 starts from 11 games for Munich this season. 2 goals and 7 assists so far for the 87 cap England international. Here's Eriksson, seeing plenty of the ball in the opening stages of the game, as is Clara Bull. Here now on the left-hand side. She comes in field. She's trying to pick out Stanway, but again, Hamburg stand firm, but they've given that one away. Stanway comes in field to Caruso. She comes out to Pedersen. Here's Pedersen again. Here's Bull on the left-hand side. But she's forced to go back to Eriksson. She comes in field to Stanway. There's a bit of room for Caruso here. She does well to pick out the pass to Simon. Excellent one-touch play from Bayern, but that one is broken up by Hamburg, and they draw the foul deep inside their own half. Excellent play by Hillebrand. Sophie Hillebrand, the 23-year-old midfielder. 6 caps for Austria so far. She made 11 starts from 12 matches for Hamburg this season, but she's getting amongst the goals, 3 so far for the season. It's interesting that their head coach Lisa Branca, who had such success in Austria, has brought many players over from the Austrian Bundesliga to compete at the very highest level in the German Frauen Bundesliga. But with only 1 win so far this season, they really need to start getting the points on the board and start making their way up the table. Newly promoted, of course. So it's a big step up for the team from the north of Germany. Here's Dahlmann. Inside the 18-yard box, looking for an opportunity to shoot. Georgie Stanway does just that, and it breaks beautifully. What an absolutely sensational goal from Bayern Munich. We have the first goal of the game on 15 minutes, and it's Gwyn. An absolutely sensational hit from Julia Gwyn. Told you she would make up for that penalty miss in Atletico Madrid, and she's done just that. And hasn't she done it in style? On the volley, inside the 18-yard box, and Inga Schultz has absolutely no chance with that one. Straight into the top corner. 16 minutes played here at the campus, and the leaders are a goal to the good. It's her second goal of the season, and she'll really enjoy that one. Absolutely magnificent strike from the Bayern Munich defender. So Bayern Munich up and running with 16 minutes gone on the clock. And Hamburg will be looking for an immediate response. But Georgia Stanway's having none of that. She's played it directly out to the right-hand side to Dahlmann. She goes past her opponent into the 18-yard box. Plenty of bodies in the box. Here's Gwyn again. And that one just goes wide. Deflected wide for a second corner to Bayern Munich. And it's just as well it's deflected because it was on target. So Bayern Munich with an opportunity to make something from the set piece. It's an outswinger, it's low, it's driven low, and it comes back out to Simon. She tries to go past, and that's nearly defended by Hamburg. But Bayern Munich picked the ball up. Here's Hardman. It's a good ball to Stanway. She's going to have a go here. She does. Oh, and that one's just gone wide as well. Excellent play from Georgie Stanway, who faked to come infield, let the ball go across her body, made the room for herself, and she wasn't far away. So Inga Schultz over the goal kick for Hamburg, looking to go long. And that'll go out for a throw-in to the away side, halfway through their own half. It's a bit tight down here. Still tight. But Hamburg play it really well to create the opening, but they've given that one away, unfortunately. Bayern are able to clean up, and it goes all the way back to Mahmutovic, and she comes left to Simon. Here's Stanley. She comes out to Gavin and plays it back to Pedersen. Here's Dahlmann coming in field. Stanley's offering herself, as is Eriksson, and she receives it. Looking to play in Bull, which she does. Back to Simon. Here's Stanley looking for the run of Gavin, and she finds her quite superbly. And she plays it infield to Carusa, but that's well blocked by Schultz. Yeah, Hamburg guilty of not defending the ball properly. Buchel should have seen that one out, but she didn't, and that's what caused the issues. Here's Simon. Playing in Clara Bull. Little step over, dinks it to the back post, but she's put too much on that one. And Caruso will have to collect. Here's Gavin. Here's Stanley with some room to play. Hamburg are able to break that one up. And here comes Pedersen. Here's Tanikawa. Stanley. It's an excellent touch by Gvin to play in Dahlmann. Once again, Hamburg stand firm, they're able to break it up, looking for runners here. But Hilbrand's forced to go backwards, and then they play it long, too long. So Hamburg have to be careful here that they don't give away possession too cheaply to Bayern and allow Bayern to reset. They've been guilty of giving away balls too cheaply so far. And the away fans will be expecting a little bit more in the final third. But it's a very difficult task, as we know, against the league leaders and the current champions. But here they are again. And again, guilty of giving the ball away needlessly. Here's Simon. Playing the ball back to Eriksson. Here's Stanley. Looking for options. She plays in Eriksson. That's a loose one from Tanikawa. And Hamburg are able to clear that one up the line. But they're unable to do anything with it. It's a good ball from Bull to Tanikawa, to Stanway. She comes right to Pedersen, who's looking for the ball inside to Tanikawa. And you can see what she was trying to do there. She was just trying to guide it into the top left-hand corner. But the Hamburg defender came across and was able to block it just at the right time. And it fell nicely into the hands of Inga Schultz, who goes long. Here's Bula for Hamburg. This is good stuff from SV Hamburg. An opportunity now to get across into the box. And she does that. Oh, that nearly made its way through. But Mahmutovic had to be alert to gather that one at the front post. Brunthaler with the ball across the 6-yard box. And Machten's just not able to get a foot on it, but they'll take plenty of encouragement for that. Getting down the right-hand side, getting a good ball into the box. So now they know that Bayern can be got at. Bayern on the attack. Here's Gvin. Comes infield to Stanway and gets it back. Here's Caruso, I beg your pardon. Here's Pedersen. Trying to play in Stanway, and that will be picked up by Gvin. Here's Caruso. Bayern very comfortable in possession at the moment. Here's Eriksson with some room in front of her. She comes left to Bull. She goes in field to Simon, who in turn goes back in field to Eriksson. It's a thankless task at the moment for Hamburg to close down Bayern. Bruntal doing her best, but so much room. Here's Hardman. That's too much on that one. And that will go all the way out, I think, for a throw-in to Hamburg. Deep, deep inside their own half. See what Dahlmann was trying to do, but she had far too much on that. Hugely experienced German international, 72 caps. 4 goals so far for Bayern this campaign. So Hamburg forced to go back. It's good press from Bayern, and they've managed to steal it. Dahlmann keeps it in. She does really well to keep it in. Here's Caruso. Here's Gavin. Here's Eriksson to Stanway. Simon. She comes left to Bull. Again, excellent 1-2 with Tanikawa into the box, cuts it back for Stanway. That should be a penalty, and it is. Excellent play once again from the home side. Brilliant play from Bull and Tanikawa. An excellent vision from Bull to play the ball across to Georgie Stanway. And just as she was about to pull the trigger, she got fouled by Buchel. Down she went, and the referee pointed to the spot. So 26 minutes on the clock, Bayern with an opportunity to double their lead from the penalty spot. And it's Stanway herself who's going to take the penalty. Looking for her 3rd goal of the season. She goes, and that's a very comfortable penalty, and it's 2-0 to Bayern Munich. 26 minutes gone, and the home side now double their lead and are in a commanding position. England international Georgie Stanway, never in doubt, sending Inga Schultz the wrong way. It's a bit of a dramatic dive, but it matters not. Georgie Stanway making it 2-0 to the leaders. Third goal of the season, just to confirm. Bayern Munich now in full control of this one. And immediately they're on their front foot, but that one's broken up. And Hamburg will do their best now to try and get back into this game before the half. But they're not going to do it that way. Gonzalez drawing the foul. Here's Simon. Plenty now for Lisa Branko to think about as we come up to the half-hour mark here at the Bayern campus. Here's Stanway, the goal scorer. These sides are also actually due to meet in the quarter-finals of the DFB Pokal Cup, where Hamburg surprised everyone by beating Bayer Leverkusen recently 4-2 on penalties. It's only their 2nd win of the season. They need to be careful there. They do just about that. But you can see the Bayern Munich swarming round the Hamburg players, not giving them any room to play on the ball whatsoever. But Brunthal has managed to create some room here. That's an unfortunate slip by Bula. And Bolo picked that one out. So it looks like Simon can get some treatment in the middle of the pitch. So she took a heavy knock to the face and a challenge. Oh, she took one clean on the chest. That looked like a sore one for Simon. She's going to be okay though. So coming up to 30 minutes. Hamburg give that one back to Bayern so that Bayern can start again. Showing good sportsmanship. Here's Gvin. She comes in field to Stanway. She comes left to Simon, who's recovered from that knock. She comes back in field to Stanway, seeing so much of the ball, dictating play, as we fully expect the England international to do. That's an excellent ball out. Simon in field now. Here's Pedersen. That's a little bit too much for Caruso, and that'll go all the way out for goal kick to Hamburg. Inga Schultz is going to clear this one long. She does that. That's good play by the Hamburg centre midfielder. She's driving at the Bayern and she's having a go. Oh, and it comes off the post. What an effort from Buchel from about 25 yards from Hamburg. It looked like it was headed for the top corner, and it hits the woodwork and comes back. She's so unlucky. But here's Guntala, and that one's cleared up by Bayern. And almost out of absolutely nothing, Hamburg nearly got themselves back into the game. That one's given for offside. It's a good ball forward from central defence, but just offside. Have a look at this. Oh, she's so unlucky. Comes off the top part of the post. Mamutovic completely beaten back off the woodwork. Maya Buchel, 22 years old, a former German under-19 international. 6 starts and 10 matches for Hamburg. So just a little warning for the home side to just stay on their toes, don't get complacent. That's played forward by Eriksson, looking for the run of Caruso. She gets it. Sorry, from Tanikawa, I beg your pardon. But she's knocked that one wide, and that should go for a corner to Bayern. Just took a nick off the Hamburg defender on the way through. So Bayern now with another set piece, this time over on the far right. Simon with an in-swinger. Let's see what she can do. 6 yard is fairly busy, the 6 yard box. She aimed for that. And that's a heavy touch by Pedersen, and that one's gone out for a goal kick to Hamburg. So Inga Schultz with the goal kick. But that's broken up by Munich. And Simon plays it right. It's an excellent switch to Dahlmann. She comes in field inside the 18-yard box. She switches inside. It's a good ball across. Here's a chance for Stanway, and it's superbly blocked again by Hamburg. And Hamburg are able to clear. Pedersen trying to get forward. But Hamburg once again stand firm. Here's Simon. She goes all the way back to Pedersen, inside her own half now. Here's Caruso. Plenty of time and room on the ball. Exchanging passes with Simon. Here's Caruso once again. Plenty of time on the ball. Not much press going on here from the Hamburg defence, allowing Munich to take control of the ball and just knock it about as they see fit. And Caruso's guilty of just giving that one cheaply away to Inga Schultz, who will just pick it up. And Hamburg will start again. So here's Dahlmann. And it's a fantastic save, actually, from Inga Schultz, who's kept it just down to 2. That's her third significant save of the game so far. She'll be absolutely delighted with her performance, despite having to pick the ball out of the back twice already in the first 35 minutes. Back in the team today. Here's Dahlmann, showing good strength. Givin playing the ball back. Here's Caruso to Stanway in the centre of the park. Harder coming a lot deeper to find the ball now. Pernille Harder. Stanway exchanging passes with Simon. She looks up. Pernille Harder's got plenty of room. She finds her brilliantly. It's a brilliant knockoff. Here's Gavin. Bodies inside the box. She was looking for the run of Hardman, but again, that one's been blocked by the Hamburg defence, and they have an opportunity to break. Looking for bodies to get forward in support. Hilbrand. She's done really well, showing good strength to hold off the Bayern players, in particular Caruso. Here's Bula. Hamburg go long. That's an excellent touch infield. You can see what she was trying to do. She was looking for the run of Bruntala, but just had a little bit too much on that. So you can see where Bayern already are dominating this game with 72% of possession. And as I said earlier, if Hamburg can just be a little bit more careful on the ball, particularly in the final third, they could start to make tracks here. Here's Hilbrand. She's done really well and draws the foul from Simon, deep inside Hamburg's own half. So Hamburg with a free kick deep inside their own half, looking to go long. Plays it to the centre of defence, but again that one's cleared by Eriksson. The ball goes all the way back to Mahmutovic. She brings Pedersen into play. She comes out to the right-hand side, exchanging passes. And here's Stanley, inside the centre circle. She switches play. That's a great ball. Brilliant vision to find Hardman. Gavin with the overlap. Good ball into the 6-yard box. But Inga Brühl is aware of the ball and gathers well. It's a good ball from Gwyn, but Schultz was aware of it. Looking for the run of Harder. So here's Schultz inside our own 18-yard box, looking to go long. Now go out for a throw-in to Hamburg, just inside Munich's half. It's taken quickly. And it's broken nicely for Hamburg. And they do well to keep possession. But that one's cheaply given away, unfortunately, by Bula. Asking far too much there of Bushell. Here's Caruso. Eriksson for Bayern. Dominant figure at the back. Pedersen slipped. But she managed to keep her momentum. Able to play the ball back to Mamutovic without too much trouble. 5 minutes to the break. Home side comfortably winning by 2-0. Here's Eriksson. Looking for the run of Bull. And she's got room here to get a head up and pick out a red shirt. She nearly does, but once again, well defended by Hamburg. Raka this time, standing firm. But the ball comes straight back to Bull. Here's Stanway with an opportunity to shoot. And that one's blocked. And once again, it's cleared by Hamburg for a throw-in to Bayern Munich, deep inside Hamburg's half. Simon's over it. Looking for the run of Tanikawa, who offers herself. And she gets it. She comes in field to Pedersen. Here's Eriksson. Simon. Exchanging passes with Stanway. She's looking to switch the play to Gavin. It's excellent vision. Good touch from Gavin. And that one's just gone wide. I beg your pardon, from Harder. Again, another excellent save by the Hamburg goalkeeper, Inga Schultz. Great vision from Stanway to pick out Pernille Harder. It's an excellent touch, and it really is another excellent save. It's a sore one, right to the face. And it gives an opportunity for the Hamburg players to have a water break and come have a quick chat to Lisa Branco. She's put in an excellent shift in the opening 41 minutes. Inga Schultz, she really has. That's her 4th significant save of the game so far, keeping the score down to just 2. And we'll restart with a corner kick to Bayern Munich. 3 minutes to the break. Can Bayern add to their tally? Simon's over it. Again, it's a busy 6-yard box. She goes a bit deeper this time, finds the run. Oh. Of Eriksson. It was Eriksson all alone at the back stick. Look at the late run. She tried to guide it to the back post, and it just went wide. Good vision from Eriksson. She's unfortunate. So Schultz with the goal kick for Hamburg. Here's Hillebrand. And that goes out for a throw-in. So the girls in blue, deep inside their own half. Foul throw, yeah, it was a foul throw. It's a bit of a schoolboy error. It's a hand. Possession straight back to the home side. Hirsch, guilty of a bad throw-in. Here's Pedersen. And Caruso. Pedersen again, she comes left to Eriksson. Exchanging passes with Simon. Here's Stanway. Munich just very happy to just keep the ball, keep possession. Very comfortable on the ball down this left-hand side. Here's Eriksson. She picks out Simon. I beg your pardon, she picks out Harder. She comes in field. That's a good ball to Caruso. There's the switch on again from Dahlmann. She decides to go straight at goal. Very positive play. Hamburg able to clear though. It's a bad touch from Stanway. Unfortunately, Bruntaler can't do anything with it. Stanway with an opportunity to set herself again. She comes forward to Harder. Here's Seaman. Getting the ball back from Bull. She tries to pick out Hardman. She gets the ball at the second opportunity. That's a good ball in from Caruso. And again, Hamburg are able to clear their lines. So just to confirm, 2 minutes of injury time here at the end of the first half. Hamburg taking a quick free kick. Into the centre circle they go. Here's Hilbrand. She comes in field. It's a good touch. Get out of the way, ref. She's looking for support though. Freda. And unfortunately, she's then given the ball away. And Hamburg will just slow things down at the end of the first half. Go all the way back to Schult. She fires it forward, but again, well defended from Eriksson, standing firm. Puts it out for a throw-in to Hamburg, just inside Munich's half. Bull is over the ball. She goes down the line. It's a nice touch, but it's unfortunate again. It's too easily broken up at the moment as Hamburg try and make significant strides in the final third. Bayern very close to all players, keeping things really tight and not allowing Hamburg to have any room on the ball or even time. Here's Stanway. Here's Dahlmann. It's a good ball in field. And that one will go out for a late corner kick at the end of the first half to Munich. Gavin getting forward again. Seen plenty of the ball inside the box. Julia Gavin, scorer of the opening goal. So as we come to the very closing stages of the first half, another corner kick to Bayern Munich. Simon looking to put this one in again to the danger area. This time she goes front post. And there's a shot. Oh, it's rifled straight into the back of the net. That's an absolutely brilliant finish once again from Bayern Munich. And this time it's Bull, Clara Bull, with a sensational strike right at the end of the half. And the half-time whistle has just blown. Watch it come out to Clara Bull. She took one step forward and she absolutely rifled that one in to the back of the net. That's the last thing that Hamburg needed right at the end of the first half, which means that Bayern Munich, in a commanding position, go into the break 3 goals to the good. Julia Gavin with a rocket at the beginning of the half, Georgia Stanway with a penalty, and then you've just seen Clara Bull make it 3-0. At half-time here at the Bayern Munich campus, it's Bayern Munich 3, Hamburg 0.
Das heißt, es gab die Ordnung sehr lange
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bayern campus here in Munich, with Bayern Munich comfortably winning by 3-0. And there's already a couple of changes for the home side. Barbara Dunst has already come on, as has Alara Sehitlia. She's also on the field of play, and we'll just confirm who's gone off in just a moment. So Jose Barcala is making changes. There's Alara, the midfielder, 19 years old, 4 starts from 11 games, scored 4 goals already this season. So she'll be looking to get straight into things here. Barbara Dunst, 28-year-old Austrian international with 12 caps, still waiting for her first start, but she's going to get a good 45 minutes here today. So we can just confirm that Clara Bull, who scored that late third goal, has gone off. And Momoko Tanikawa has also gone off to be replaced by Alara. So Bayern Munich straight to business at the beginning of the second half. Here's Pedersen. She comes in field to Eriksson, who had a very dominant first half. Two of them seeing plenty of ball in that opening 45 minutes. Here's Gvin. That's nicely done. Room to cross. It's a good ball in. And what a start at the beginning of the second half. We've only played 1 minute and 10 seconds, and Bayern Munich score a fourth. Hard has taken the applause for it, but I think if we take a closer look, I think it was an own goal. But we'll confirm that for you from the replay. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, that's an own goal from the Hamburg central defender. Excellent play from Gvin. Head up, plays the ball into a dangerous area, and that's headed into our own net. It's extremely unfortunate for Schultz, who did our best to try and clear the ball, but unfortunately Victoria Schultz put it into our own goal. So Bayern Munich now with a commanding 4-0 lead at the beginning of this second half. And you would expect now for Hamburg, this is all about damage limitation. It's going to be a very long second half for the side from the north of the country. And that was the last thing that head coach Lisa Brankow needed at the beginning of the second half. That'll be a throw-in to the home side, halfway through their own half. Barbadon's winning the throw-in for the home team. Simon looking for movement. She gets it from Caruso. She comes out to Gvin. Plenty of room down the right-hand side. She plays in Dahlmann with room to attack. She comes in field. It's good play from Caruso. Good supporting play. Here's Dunst getting her first touch of the ball. That's a good ball in from Simon. But Hamburg are able to clear, and that'll go out for a throw into the home side, halfway through their own half. Schultz with the clearance. Cleared up by Stanway. Just to give you an idea of how much Bayern dominated that first half, they enjoyed 80% of possession. They had 15 shots in total to Hamburg's 1, which, as we saw from Buchel, came off the post. Bayern had 8 shots on target. And if you look at their accurate passes rate, they made 370 passes to just 55 from Hamburg. So that tells you the gulf in class and quality between the two sides. It's a 90% rate accurate passes for Bayern Munich in that opening half. 5 corners won by Munich. Hamburg still looking for their first corner of the game. So as it stands, it means that Munich restore their 6-point lead at the top of the table from Wolfsburg. And Hamburg will remain in 13th place, 4 points clear of the relegation spot, which is currently occupied by Carl Zeiss Siena. Here's Dunst. Does well to create the room for herself, and she wins the throw-in to Bayern. Deep into Hamburg's half. Head coach Jose Barcala will be absolutely delighted with that start to the second half. Keep momentum going. Here's Simon with the throw-in. That one's easily cleared by Stolt. Brunthaler making life difficult for Pedersen. But a second touch is too heavy, and Pedersen's able to clean up. Here's Stanway. She comes right to Gavin. He scored that superb opening goal on 16 minutes. The second goal of the season. The Hamburg fans doing their very best to lift the spirits of their team, despite the goal score at the moment. Here's Gunthaler. Gunthaler, I beg your pardon. And here's Bayern, who break up the attack through Barbara Dunst. The Hamburg are able to clear the lines, but Georgia Stanway, as you would expect, showing plenty of composure on the ball inside the centre circle. Here's Caruso. She played that one a little bit loose, asking a lot of Simon. Bula was able to clean up, and she goes all the way back to Schultz, who clears long. That's offside. Barbara Dunst not getting back in quick enough, and it looks like Hamburg are going to make another change at the beginning of the second half. I'll confirm that substitution for you in just a moment. So here's Schultz going long. That's a foul to Bayern, deep inside their own half, and they take it quickly to Gavin, who's got room to move forward here if she wants to. She picks out Dahlmann. Gavin on the overlap. She sees her. It's a good ball. That's a good ball in. And that's well saved by Inga Schultz. Gavin and Dahlmann exchanging passes down the right-hand side, but not able quite to pick out a red shirt inside the 18-yard box. Here's Raka for Hamburg, deep inside her own half. Plays it infield to Schultz. They come all the way back to Schultz, goalkeeper. She's forced to go long. She plays it down the right-hand side, but that'll easily be cleaned up by Simon, and she goes all the way back to Mahmutovic. So Almunda Sierra is coming on for Hamburg. Eighteen-year-old striker. She's only featured twice this season. I fully expect her to go either into the number 10 role or maybe up front in place of Brunthaler. We'll confirm that in just a moment to see who she comes on for. Here's Pedersen. She gets the ball back and she comes out to Dahlmann. Dahlmann always looking to come in field. It's a good ball forward. Here's Alara. It's good stuff from Stanway. Here's Gavin. Harder. Gavin again. Head up, but she's not able to get that one to a red shirt, and Hamburg will try and clear. And the substitution can now be made. And it's Mia Buchel who's coming off. You hit the post with that magnificent effort in the first half. And she's replaced by Sierra. So she'll come on. And I guess she'll play just behind Brunthaler. Let's see. Throw into Bayern. Halfway through their own half. Dahlmann's over it. Here's Pedersen. Here's Dalman. She's had that one stolen from her by Werder. She does well to get the throw-in from Caruso. Werder's had a thankless task today in midfield. That's really well played. Sierra trying to get her first touch, but she's been closed down well. And here's Bayern on the attack again. Here's Alara. Pedersen. She comes forward to Gavin. To Dalman, in fact. Gavin ahead of her. She gets the throw in. Here's Pedersen. She comes infield to Stanway. On her right foot. It's a good ball out. But Bayern are forced to go back. It's good press from Hamburg. Here's Pedersen picking up the ball inside Hamburg's half. Tried the ball forward to Dalman, but that one's been cut out. And that'll go out for a throw-in to Bayern. Gavin to Harder. She's got support from Gavin if she needs it. She's also got support from Dalman. But again, Hamburg do really well. Werder in particular. She's looking for Sierra. She couldn't quite find her. And Bayern launch another counter-attack. Here's Stanway. Switching play. Here's Simon. Coming out to Dunst. She comes in field. And tried to play a 1-2, but Hamburg are quick to that and alert to it. Here's Werder. That's good play from Werder. Sierra, the substitute, is immediately closed down by Stanway. And Stanway regains possession for Bayern. Here she is again in the centre circle, looking for options. Plays in Pedersen. Caruso and Gavin and Pedersen. Pedersen, who's seen plenty of the ball this half. Tuva Hansen, the 28-year-old Norwegian international. She hasn't actually featured for the home side since October, so she'll be delighted to get a start today. And she's done her stick absolutely no problems at all. Sierra guilty of the foul. So Bayern with a free kick halfway through Hamburg's half. Georgie Stanway over it. She's looking for the runners. She goes to the edge of the 18-yard box. Harder tries to flick it on, and that should be taken care of, and it is. And that'll go out for a goal kick to Hamburg. So we're just going up to the hour mark. And the home side in commanding 4-0 lead against Hamburg. Here's Werder, lovely turn. She's got a really cultured left foot. She plays in Brunthala, who comes in field. She draws the foul from Gavin. So let's see, she gets a yellow card for her troubles as well. So let's see what Hamburg can do here from a set piece in a dangerous area. There's going to be another change for Hamburg. But we'll see this free kick out first before they make the change. Stolt is over it, as is Werder. Stolt plays it into the box, and it's just too much. And that one goes all the way out for a goal kick to the home side. Victoria Schultz looking to get on the end of that one, but it had too much. So it's going to be a double substitution for Hamburg. And we'll just get that confirmation for you in just a moment, but it's looking like Lenny Egert is coming on, as is Pauline Machtens. Beg your pardon, looks like Pauline Machtens is going to be coming off. So I'm sure once the ball goes out of play, Hamburg will be able to make those changes. And that's a foul. Gula's going to get booked. Barbara Dunn's the second half substitute. Yeah. Gula taking her out and receives a yellow card. So a dangerous area for Bayern here. Deep into Hamburg's half. An opportunity to put the ball into the mix. There's confirmation that Annalene Bula with her yellow card, I beg your pardon. So it's a packed area. It's an outswinger, and it's a fantastic header, and it's the 5th for Bayern. And it's Pernille Harder, the top goal scorer for Bayern, with an excellent header from the Bayern free kick. She made an excellent run towards the front post. Look, she's not matched. And that's a brilliant header past Schultz. Schultz could do nothing about it. And that really is an excellent header. That's her 7th goal of the season. The 33-year-old Danish international with over 150 caps for Denmark. And she'll be delighted to get on the score sheet back into the side today after missing the midweek game against Atletico. So we'll just confirm that Pauline Machtens has gone off for Lenny Egert. Lotte Vrede has also gone off for Kristin Meyer. So that's a double substitution confirmed. But 63 minutes gone, and Bayern Munich 5 goals to the good here at the Bayern Munich campus. Yes, Eriksson playing the ball forward, but that's too much on that one. She was looking for the run of Dunst, and that one's gone all the way out for a goal kick. And that'll give Bayern a chance to make a couple of substitutions with the game now well and truly won. Jose Bacala making a couple of changes here. So Jovana Damjanovic is going to come on, the 31-year-old Serbian international striker. She's readying herself to come on, as is Hansen, Tuva Hansen, 28-year-old Norwegian international defender. So Gavin goes off. She's put in a really good shift today. Reminder of the goal, the opening goal in 16 minutes. Fantastic finish. And Georgia Stanway, who scored that penalty, she'll also go off. She's been absolutely fantastic today, the England international, in complete control of the game. So it's a good opportunity for Tuva Hansen. She's not featured for the first team since October against Cologne. Damjanovic looking to add to her. 2 goals already scored for Bayern. Both goals came against Frankfurt. The 31-year-old. So here's Pedersen, coming right to Hansen, who gets her first touch of the ball. Hansen again, exchanging passes with Alara. Oh, that's lovely play from Caruso. She switches the play all the way over to the left-hand side. It's a good ball into the box, but that's well cleared. Here's Damjanovic with her first touch. That one's broken up. Oh, but that's really poor play at the back from Bola, who cheaply gives the ball away in a dangerous area. And Simon guilty of the foul. So Hamburg just playing the ball across the back line, trying to make something happen here. Sierra trying to get the ball in field to Hilbrand, but that's broken up again by Munich, comfortably broken up, to be honest. Here's Pedersen. Hansen offering herself on the right-hand side. Here's Alara. And Eriksson looking to get forward. Here's Caruso. And Hansen again. Seen plenty of the ball since she's come on. Damjanovic winning the throw-in for Munich, halfway through Hamburg's half. She comes back to Hansen. Here's Eriksson, plenty of room inside the centre circle. Plays it right to Caruso. Here's Hansen, looking to get forward. Damjanovic. Not the best pass in field to Pedersen, but Pedersen did okay. Hansen comes back to Pedersen again. Here's Eriksson. She's got options to our left. Dahlmann now coming over to the left-hand side. Given a free rein to Rome in the final third, it looks like. Here's Hart. That should be cleared up by Bayern. By Hamburg, I beg your pardon, and it is. Off Harder. Goes out for a throw-in to Hamburg. 20 minutes left here at the Bayern campus. Bayern Munich in a commanding 5-0 lead. I'm sure they'll be looking to add to their tally towards the end of this game. Hamburg with the throw. But that one's been broken up nicely. It's well played from Pernille, I beg your pardon. She plays the ball up. It's a good ball in. That's not a bad effort from Damjanovic, Jovana Damjanovic. First effort on goal. Mutovic had to be aware of that one, and she was. Zalara playing it out to Hansen. She comes out to Dalman. She comes in field. Supported by Pedersen. And Caruso. Back to Pedersen. Bayern just comfortably switching play to the other flank. There's Caruso. And Pedersen again. They come all the way back over to the right-hand side. Here's Hansen with an opportunity to cross. She tries to pick out harder, but that one's easily intercepted. And Sierra can't hold that one for Hamburg. So Bayern Munich get to go again with Eriksson inside the centre circle. Here's Dalman. Hansen. She's forced to go back to Pedersen. And again, who comes in field to Simon. She gets it back from Simon. Here's Dalman with a bit of room. Looking for runners. She goes in field though to Caruso. There's an opportunity for Simon to cross. That's a really good ball, but that's easily gathered by Inga Schultz. She's going to launch this one long. Here's Simon picking the ball up in the centre circle. Hansen. And Pedersen getting forward. That's a good ball left. But that one's been stolen, and an opportunity for Hamburg here to break down the right-hand wing. But they opt to come in field. That's a good ball from Schultz. Out to the left back. Here's Eggart. Not many touches on the ball, but she's almost did really well. And that's comfortably played by Munich to bring the ball out of the danger area. Superbly played. Excellent one-touch football. Small triangles and straight out of the danger area. Showing their true class, Bayern Munich. Here's Dalman looking for the run. It's an excellent run as well from Damjanovic. And she gets the corner kick. And there's going to be another change here. So Pernille Harder. Lea Schuller comes on. Pernille Harder goes off. Lea Schuller, 28-year-old striker, German international with 82 caps. She'll be looking to add to her 4 goals already scored this season. A reminder of Pernille Harder's excellent headed finish. Here comes in the corner. Oh, and it's Eriksson again, who just about got on the end of that. It was just a little bit too high, and that one goes out for a Hamburg goal kick. It's just confirmation that Lea Schuller's come on for Pernille Harder. Here's Damjanovic. It's a good ball in forward. Here's Schuller with her first touch. Here's Damjanovic again. She's closed down. We've got a wave play on there, but Damjanovic has drawn the foul from Eggart. And again, an opportunity for Bayern to put this one into the mix and test the Hamburg central defensive lineup again. Simon over it. Pedersen and Eriksson looking to get onto the end of this. Simon drives it towards the penalty spot, and that one's just looped up and over the top, and will go out for a goal kick to Hamburg. So a quarter of the game left here. Bayern Munich comfortably winning by 5-0. There's Egard trying to play it infield. It's broken up by Damjanovic. Here's Pedersen. She goes left. It's a good ball out to the left-hand side, to Simon. She comes infield. Here's Eriksson. Looking for options. She's got options over on the right-hand side if Caruso can find Hansen. And she does. Hansen offering herself up. She gets it back from Caruso. Good play from Damjanovic. Here's Dalma. Coming infield. It's a good forward run by Hansen. Oh, nearly through from Damjanovic. A lovely little touch. The Hamburg were alert of the danger, but they can't quite clear their lines. And Bayern get another opportunity to go again. Hamburg's trying to stay extremely disciplined across the back. As you can see, they've got 5 across the back at the moment. Just trying to suppress Bayern Munich's attacking flow at the moment. Not give them too much room to play in the final third. Pedersen offers herself here, but she'll come back to Eriksson, Simon. And here's Caruso. Pedersen getting forward. She does well. Hansen just tried to play Damjanovic in there, but she put too much on that one. And that leads to be collected by Inga Schultz in the Hamburg goal. And again, you can see the domination of possession from Bayern in the second half. 71% possession, in contrast to 80% in the first half. But if you look at the shots, 19 in total to Hamburg's 2. Here's Egard. It's a bad first touch from the substitute. That one will go out for a Bayern Munich throw. And here's Eriksson, with plenty of room. She comes out to Dunst, comes back in field. Brings in, well, she was hoping to bring on Simon, but that's a loose one, and that'll go out for a Hamburg throw. Here's Pedersen. With plenty of room and time. Here's Hansen. Don't forget, Bayern are hosting Vålerenga in the UEFA Women's Champions League this coming Wednesday. Knowing that nothing but a win will take them through to the quarter-finals. Only 3 points behind leaders Barcelona and Olympique Lyon. And they'll be looking to get back to winning ways after drawing 2-2 with Atletico Madrid in midweek. Losing an 88th minute equaliser in the Spanish capital. Currently sitting in 6th in the table. I'm sure they'll be expecting a very healthy crowd in to the Bayern campus for that one. The players who have started today have put themselves in good stead to start that game on Wednesday evening. Particularly Pedersen, who's done extremely well since coming back into the first team. Here's Hansen with a little bit of room to get forward. Here's Damjanovic, seeing plenty of ball since coming on. She gets it back from Hansen. She goes in field to Alara, who picks out Eriksson. There's Alara again. Here's Pedersen. Here's Alara. Looking for a positive ball forward. She does that. She picks out Dalman quite brilliantly. She decides to cut in field to play in Hansen. And she comes across the 18-yard box to Alara. Patient play from Bayern Munich. Just happy to knock the ball about in and around the final third. Keeping possession, making Hamburg pull themselves out of position, hoping to open a gap through the transition. Back to Pedersen. Here's Alara again. Dalman, a bit deeper this time. Here's Hansen on the right-hand side. She's done really well since she's come on. Pedersen will have to chase back for that one. That was a little bit loose. That's really well played by Hansen. Trying to pick out Schuller, but not quite getting it there. And that one's been stolen badly. Stolt guilty of not being aware of what's in and around her. And that could have led to an opportunity for Bayern. But Hamburg stood firm and were able to clear the danger. Hamburg going long, looking for the run. Christina Meyer getting the throw in for Hamburg, halfway through Bayern's half. Emilia Hirsch over it. There's Caruso. And they clear that to Simon. She's got a little bit of room over on the left-hand side, but she decides to come back. Here's Hansen. And Dalman. Bayern happy just to slow everything down here with the 3 points already in the bag. And just keep possession and make Hamburg work. Eriksson, nice little turn from Caruso. Buys herself a bit of space and time. Here's Dunst. She's forced to turn round, go the other way, but she does really well to create the space for herself. She just needs to pick out a pass now, which she's unable to do. And Hamburg eventually clear. But that one's been given as a foul by our referee today, Nadine Westerhoff. They got guilty of the foul. So a good area for Bayern to put the ball into the 18-yard box, for Simon to curl one in. Pedersen and Eriksson have gone forward, as you would fully expect, hoping to get on the end of this one. Simon delivers. It's an excellent header, and it's an absolutely brilliant goal once again from Bayern Munich. And it's the substitute, Schuller. It's an excellent delivery from Simon. A brilliant leap once again. And nothing that Inga Schultz could do about that one. She digs it in. It's an excellent header. And it's now Bayern Munich 6, Hamburg 0. It's her 5th goal this season for Lea Schuller, the 28-year-old German international. So with 5 minutes to go, Bayern Munich 6-0 up against the side second bottom from the table. So Hamburg with a throw-in. Right down near the corner flag of Bayern, down the right-hand side. Some fans already making their way to the exits, knowing this game is done and dusted. It's getting cold here in Munich. Temperatures dropped down to 3 degrees. Brunthal still trying to make things happen for Hamburg. She's had a thankless task as the lone striker, but it's been broken up, and Bayern already back on the counter. Dahlmann playing in Hansen, who offered herself on the right-hand side, but that one will be easily collected by Schultz. She's put in an excellent shift since she came on. Tuva Hansen, the 28-year-old. She'll be delighted to get some minutes under her belt today, having not featured since October. She's looked very comfortable since coming on. Here's Hamburg. Christina Meyer draws the foul. There's an opportunity now for the away side to just put one into the mix and see if they can test the Bayern defence here. Bulla's over it, but that one's been easily cleared by Pedersen. And Caruso and Alara exchanging passes. And now Caruso can get forward with plenty of room down the left-hand side. She's got Simon in support. She delivers an excellent ball into the box, all the way through to... Oh, and it comes off the post. Can you believe that? I don't think Barbara Dunst quite made the right contact with it, but it came back off the woodwork. Damjanovic with the knockdown. And I don't think Dunst quite got her half volley right. Nearly making it 7. 2 minutes to go here. Here's Mamutovic getting a rare opportunity to touch the ball in the second half. She does absolutely nothing to do for the entire 90 minutes, apart from one effort from Bula that came off the post. Apart from that, it's been a very quiet afternoon. Here's Simon. Comes in field to Eriksson, who in turn plays in Pedersen. Hansen. Here's Eriksson. Picking out Hansen. She comes back to Dahlmann. Hansen again. Comfortable play by Alara. Eriksson with plenty of room to get the ball forward to Dahlmann. Looking for support. She gets it from Pedersen, who comes in field to Caruso. Looking for some movement up front. Hamburg, as they've tried to do for the majority of the game, are making it difficult, but that's a decent run through from Schula. And here's Hansen. She's kept that one in. She's done really well to keep that one in. We'll have 3 minutes of injury time at the end of this game. Here's Hansen again. Just to confirm, the 3 minutes and the 90 is up. Caruso still looking to make things happen. Here's Alara exchanging passes with Simon. Here's Caruso. Here's the goal scorer, Schula. She's given that one away. That's excellent play from Damjanovic. Coming very, very deep to clean things up. She gets forward straight away. Here's Dunst. To Hansen. And here's Dahlmann. Dunst again. You can see what she was trying to do. It didn't quite come off the little cheeky flick. But showing her strength to win the ball back. Here's a late substitution for the away side. Melanie Bruntala, who's put in an excellent shift today. She's coming off for Carla Moric. 27-year-old midfielder who's only featured once for Hamburg this season. So she's going to get some minutes under her belt towards the end of this game. I'm sure she'll come on just to firm things up towards the end of this game. Here's Alara. Showing good strength, excellent play. Here's Eriksson, who's been comfortable on the ball all day today, really showing her qualities. Here she is again. Just a minute left to go now. Here's Simon. Back to Eriksson. The first time, that one's a little bit loose to Sierra. Here's a substitute, getting her first touch of the game. Moric, and she wins the throw-in for Hamburg. Just seconds left now at the end of this one. Nadine Westerhoff has the whistle in her mouth. Fully expect her to blow any second. And there we are. So it's a 12th consecutive Bundesliga win for Bayern Munich, who extend their lead at the top of the Bundesliga to 6 points from Wolfsburg. It's been an excellent shift from the reigning champions here at the Bayern Munich campus. Julia Gavin started it on 16 minutes. Georgia Stanway added a second with a penalty. Clara Bull made it 3 deep into injury time at the end of the first half. Victoria Schultz with an own goal just after the start of the second half. Pernille Harder making it 5-0, Munich's top goal scorer. And then the second half substitute Leah Schuler with a superb header to make it 6-0. So here at the Bayern Munich campus, final score is Bayern Munich 6, SV Hamburg 0.